A very good morning. Thanks for clicking on to the Saturday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. I'm sitting just on the edge of the Dornoch Bridge here and just looking at this absolutely fabulous sky this morning across the Dornoch Firth here. So another frosty night. The temperature locally here down to -2 Celsius. And the frosty mornings continue, although we should start to see a slight easing of the overnight cold, especially as we go forward here. But just pristine blue skies and pristine waters also. Just an absolutely fabulous morning here in the edge of Sutherland here. This is right on the border between Sutherland and Ross-shire. So looking at the temperatures for yesterday, warmest day of April, not of the year, because of course we've seen temperatures of 24, nearly 25 Celsius in fact, back last month. But 20.8 Celsius at Porthmadog in Wales yesterday was in fact the UK's warmest temperature of April thus far. But you can see plenty of mild conditions yesterday. 17.7 at Aviemore, 16 Loch Liscarnock. Of course, we've seen a temperature at the beginning of the month of 0.7 Celsius, so this was distinctly balmy compared to what it has been through other parts of the month here. Earlier in the month, 18.6 in Glasgow, and then of course you get down towards Greater London, Greater Liverpool and Greater Manchester. You were kind of knocking the door of 20 Celsius in a few spots here. But so, like I said, we had another frosty overnight period last night. These are the minimum temperatures here. And like I say, -1.9 here at Tain, which is literally just across the water here. That just if you look across the water, that's Tain, and it dropped down to -2 this morning. -4.5 at Altnahara, -1.9 or should I say -1.8 is that at Aviemore, yes. So another cold night, and temperatures will respond very, very quickly, and already are doing so with the strong April sunshine, of course, with the light winds and an August strength sun. We're going to be seeing the temperatures rebound close to 20 Celsius over the next several hours here compared to what the minimum lows were this morning. Feeling a little bit on the chilly side across North Sea coastal areas. In fact, while I was down in Aviemore yesterday and it was 16 degrees according to the car. But once I got into Inverness and in towards Invergordon where I live, we had a fairly distinct breeze coming in off both the Murray Firth and the Cromarty Firth, and with water temperatures here, as you can see, 6 and 7 Celsius. Of course, if you drag air over that cold water, it feels distinctly nippy. But once you get inland, and especially in shelter from that wind, the temperatures are considerably warmer. So, where do we lie as we go forward here? Looking at the GFS surface chart and precipitation, of course, we've got still plenty of high pressure and control. Notice here the greatest area of light winds and sunshine will be across more central northern areas. But once you get further south, especially down towards the southwest of England and South Wales, you've got a very strong wind blowing in off the channel here, because you're on the periphery of that area of high pressure. The outer periphery, because the core of the high is actually centered up here over the Norwegian Sea, but of course with a fairly deep area of low pressure here to the west of Portugal, you've got a squeeze in the isobars, and we're getting those strong winds coming in from the southeast across the Channel coast. So we'll feel much cooler here. But further inland, we're going to be seeing temperatures like yesterday respond very nicely indeed, 18 to 20 Celsius quite likely. Now, as we go forward here, folks, what we're going to start to see is that area of high pressure maintains itself, But then as we push towards the latter half of the weekend and then the Monday, this is a 12Z on Monday, you've got an area of low pressure that comes down from the north here. So we're going to introduce more in the way of cloud, rain and wind, and also cooler temperatures as well in response to that. That area of low pressure will sink south. We're going to continue to drag in our air from the northeast with high pressure centered up near Iceland here. So we're going to maintain this fairly chilly theme, I think, as we go through into the new work week and really as we end the month of April here overall. You always notice here the kind of general theme is always that kind of flow coming in from the north here, which of course is always a chillier airflow here. And as we continue to skip through the course of next week and even towards next weekend, we've not got any distinct area of low pressure to speak about. So the month of April is going to wind up very close to the record for driest April on record, and it's going to also be interesting to see where it winds up in terms of temperature as well. So you can see here as we look at the this is going to be the GFS. This is the 500 millibar height anomalies, and what's going on. There's no change in as we push towards the month of May. We're going to maintain this chilly theme, and as you can see here, the core of high pressure starts to back westwards here up towards Greenland. We've got the ridge, or should I say the trough, that's over the northeastern portion of Europe. That will start to strengthen and then build westwards in towards the UK here. So we've not got a particularly cool warm theme as we go through the remainder of this month and even into the beginning of the next month here. It looks as if we're going to maintain this trough and cooler than normal temperatures through probably the first week of May here. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great day, and I'll be back in the next couple of days with more. Bye for now.